All right, you guys, this is going to be the first practice assignment for digital arts this year. So I'm going to try to make this as simple as possible just so you can get used to the Photopea system. That way we're not too overwhelmed by the first project. So I would say to start off, it's a good idea to, if you're more comfortable, you can minimize your screen like this. You can kind of have two screens, like a double screen. You can have your Photopea up here. You can leave it like this, and you can just pause and go back and forth, whatever is easiest for you. But while you are watching this video, you're going to be doing the instructions on Photopea at the same time. So you're not going to watch this whole thing through first. You're going to watch it, pause, do what it tells you to do, watch it, pause, things like that. Okay, so first things first, you want to go all the way to the Photopea link, which should be linked into Google Classroom. Click on that, and it will take you straight there. All right, here we go. So this is the home page. To start a new project, you would click New Project. Whenever we're going to be opening a project from past classes, you're going to click on Open from Computer. But these two are really the only two that you'll be using. So I'm going to click New Project, and then it comes up to this screen. So there's lots of stuff going on here. We don't have to worry about any of this. All you have to worry about is this little tiny section at the top left corner. So you are going to name this project Practice, and then you're going to put your name. Do not write your name, just write your actual name. Right? Okay. We're going to change where it says pixels here. You're going to click on that arrow, and then you're going to choose inches at the bottom. And then this changes too. So we're going to just change these numbers a little bit. We're going to make it the size of a regular piece of computer paper. That way all of our projects will be that size. So whenever we have to print them, they'll come out clear, and we don't have to worry about resizing or anything like that. So the width can be 8.5, and then the height can be 11. There you go. The DPI, that is dots per inch. That's like how many pixels are on the actual canvas, I guess you could say. We need to make that 300. That's pretty basic to make it like a clear image so it doesn't look too pixelated or blurry. Leave the background on white, and then once all of this looks like mine, you just click Create, and here we go. There's lots of stuff going on around here. Photopea, I don't know if they updated since the last time I used it, but over here on your layers panel, these two little arrows at the top, sometimes it looks like this, so you don't see any of this stuff. So you're going to need to look at your layers panel the entire time. So that's where it is right there. That's all you have to do. If this is not here, these two little arrows, then just let me know, but that's probably where it is. Okay. So we're not going to be using all of these right now, but I'm just going to try to get our feet wet a little bit. So the first thing I want to do is we are going to find the text tool, which is all the way down here, or the type tool. I'm sorry, I call it the text tool, but same thing. You can click on that, and then click anywhere on your page, and it says the font is loaded. Mine comes out really small. I don't know if this is like general for Photopea, but that's fine. So I'm going to type my name. I want you to type your name, and I can't see anything. So to make this bigger, this is what you're going to do. On your keyboard, you click Control-A, and Control-A highlights all your text. So whenever you're working, not just in Photopea, you could be working in Google Docs, Control-A will highlight all of your text. Very, very nice key to use to remember. And then I'm going to go up here to size. It says 24px, that's 24 pixels, so that's pretty small. And I'm going to bring it all the way up here. And that's as far as it goes, 150. So I have two options if I want to make this bigger. I could type it in here. Let's say I wanted to make it 300. Or just make this actual layer bigger. So to do that, here's what I could do. I could click on my move tool, right? Click on my move tool. That's our home base. We love the move tool. And I can move it around wherever I want. And then you'll see this little these red lines that pop up, and that means that it's like centered. So if I want to make this a little bit bigger, I could click on edit at the top, go all the way down to free transform, and that will give me these things. And that way I can stretch it. I could flip it upside down if I wanted to. I could do whatever I wanted. I could turn it. So there's lots of things you could do with this one. So I'm just going to make it fit my screen. There we go. Put it in the middle. Just like that. And then once I'm done making it a different size, I click enter and then it's placed, right? So here it is over here on the layers panel, my name. And it says T because that's telling you that it's a text layer. If I wanted to go back and change the color, change the font, I could go right back into the text tool, click on my name, Control A will highlight the whole thing. Now you can see it a little bit more clearly. The color, I could click this black box up here. I could make it, okay, let's make it purple. If I drag this little guy around, it shows you what the color looks like right here in this top box. And when you find one you like, just click OK. And there you go. If I want to change the font, I can do that too. So I'm going to click Control A to highlight the whole thing. The fonts are over here. They do have a ton of fonts, so sometimes it takes a little bit of time to load on Photopea. And right here is the preview. This is what it's going to look like. So this kind of shows you before you, so you're not clicking 100 different fonts. Let's see, let's pick a fun one. This one looks pretty fun. Yeah, there you go. Okay, there we go. A little bit big, I can change that. If I go to edit, free transform, make it a little bit smaller, and there you go. And then once I'm finished, enter. So text is done. I'm going to go to my move tool again. That's our home base. And here we go. I have my name. Now, the next thing you want to do is we're going to add a little background to this. So we're just going to make it a solid color, make it nice and easy. I'm going to be needing to make a new layer. So this says background here. That is like the general, this background has this little lock thing next to it. It's locked. We're not going to touch this background. This is just like, imagine you're just like writing on a piece of paper. This is our piece of paper. So we're keeping that there. This is my text layer. So the only thing that's on this layer is this, my name. So nothing can affect this layer unless I'm on this layer. So if I wanted to color, this is what I would do. I'm going to add a new layer. So go up to the top. It says layer, new layer. Then over here, it turns to layer 1. If you double click on this, the word layer 1, not over here. So if you just double click anywhere over here, this will come up. If you double click on layer 1, you can rename it. So I can call this color, right? Then I'm going to come over here to my toolbar and I'm going to find the paint bucket tool. So for these, the tools over here, if you click and hold on them, you'll see that a bunch of other tools also live there. Yours probably looks different than mine because my computer screen that I'm working on is a little bit bigger than yours. So you'll have more tools that kind of hide. So if I wanted to, I have the eraser tools, I have this. These two, here's my paint bucket. My paint bucket is hiding behind the gradient tool. So I'm going to click on the paint bucket tool. I'm going to go down to my color picker, which is, I can't really see it because I have these little, I don't know. Okay, it's down here. There's these two boxes. Let me see if I can zoom in. Okay. It's a black box and a white box down here. You're never going to change the bottom box. You only want to work with the top box. So if you change the bottom box, nothing's going to happen. Oh, and look, and my layers disappeared. So I'm going to click this little arrow. There they go. So I'm going to click on this top box that's currently black, And I'm going to find a background color that I like. So I'll just do this. That works for me. Perfect. Click OK. I'm in the paint bucket tool already. I am in my color layer. So then all I have to do is click the background. Okay. It covered my name. If you know why, points to you. But I'm going to tell you why. Because these layers, this color layer is on top of both of these layers. So you will not be able to see that white background and you are not able to see my name. You can rearrange these layers. So if I move, click and drag my color layer underneath my name, there you have it. It works great. So that's trying to give you a little bit of an idea of how the layers thing work. I know it's a little bit hard at first, but you get the hang of it very easily. So if I wanted to move my name around and I'm only in my color layer, I won't be able to do that. So I'm going to go back to my move tool and I'll show you. Look, if I try to move my name around, it moves my color because that's the layer that's selected. So if I click on my name layer, then I'm able to move it. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and save this and we're going to submit it to Google Classroom. So we're going to go to File, Export As. Whenever you're finished a project, you are always going to save it as a JPG, not a PNG. No. JPG. That's the file that's most compatible with everything. So I'm going to click on this. It zooms in like this. I have no idea why. It's always done that. All of this stuff, you don't have to change any of it. All you have to do is click Save. Okay, it's going to go pull up. Mine pulls up my folders. I don't know if yours does it. I think on the Chromebooks, it just kind of pulls it up here. I'm not 100% sure. But if it does this, I just click Save again, and it's there. And on your Chromebook, it'll kind of do this same thing where it'll say that your file is saved wherever it is. It's probably saved in your recent files. So we're going to go back to Google Classroom. There will be an assignment. I can't show you this end, unfortunately, because I'm the owner of this Google Classroom, so I don't have access to submitting assignments. So we're going to go in here. If you need to know how to submit a Google Classroom assignment, it is on my website. So if you scroll down, Digital Arts website link. It's on the very first page that this takes you to, right down here. How to turn in an assignment on Google Classroom. This is step-by-step exactly how you do it. So you're going to turn this assignment in. I didn't post it right yet, but you'll see it when you go to turn this in. It'll say practice assignment. So you're going to click on that. You click add or create, and then you'll be able to look through your files, and you should see your file, practice, your name, and then you can attach that. If you are having trouble with that, please let me know. I wish I could show you on here, but unfortunately I can't. So maybe I'll try to do it. I'll borrow someone's computer to try to show you, but that's how we're going to end up doing it. So for today, turn this in, click done, mark as done, and then when you are finished, please let me know. And I hope that we can work this pretty easily and we can have a nice first project after this one. So I will see you then.